Kappa, wild boy. That gorge is 120 feet across. No guru. Oh, Kappa, wild boy. That gorge is 120 feet across.
Hey, Scott O's back here again. All set up right? In a while. I changed a few things. Lights are on. It looks dim, doesn't it? Good enough, right? It just looks dimmer than it usually does. I don't know, what's some update for the camera? Shit, it's probably in dark mode. Can't change that now. Anyways, so what I've been planning, I haven't streamed in a while for a couple of reasons. I haven't been sleeping good. What I'm working on is kind of non-visual, or I was actually just mostly thinking about how to do this. Got that I you hear me? So some weapons are going to be beam weapons, right? I also need a lightning effect for the rift thing, so... And look at that, it's not set up. There we go. Hello. Everything's screwed up. I should have tested all this before I started streaming. Why is it all reset? It sucks because I turn off the tablet when I'm not using it. Then it resets everything. Oh. A point B. Fine. That would look like a lightsaber. And go. Light. For whatever effect I want. That's the wrong button. So, my first attempt was I'm going to make the whole system work with shots and stuff, and the rift is going to be all procedural, and I'm like, no way, where multiple more things doing in different rendering passes. I think I could all do it in the render geometry one. It would be additive. X. I don't have an additive one yet. Wait, that's view type. Okay, transparent. Okay, that could be draw mode, blend mode. Raptor draw mode even used anymore? That's not even really needed anymore. What I used. Still just be a solid. I go to fix mesh. Okay. Counterclockwise. I'm going clockwise. Bring everything back. Yeah, it's cool. want to pass it an array of points to build a mesh from it. A pain in the ass. Ah, love my water. A second. This would be more of a test. Wait, vectors. I don't need double. Dude, I can't give away percentages. I've got Epigee's the publisher. God, my head hurts. Not my head, my neck. Oh. So. And we're going to do a Kickstarter. There's really no reason for anybody to spend any more money. Mesh, get mesh. Done this before. Let me go back to my drawing board. Oops. Ah! Pressing the wrong buttons. Hello? The fuck? Just did that in the shader. I could use that code probably. Well, that's why I'm going to do a Kickstarter. There's nothing for anybody else until I finish the engine. There's nothing for anybody to do at the moment, other than me. Dude, talking about this stuff on the chat is kind of inappropriate. Perpendicular. Oh shit, I got this thing maximized. Oops. Whoa! This is why I hate streaming when I didn't sleep good, because it's really hard to think. I feel like I'm on stage. At 0.1, 0.2. Hey, Andrew, you still here? Yeah, it's okay. It's just not like a public conversation. Vertex. I don't have it loaded. Shit. Oh no, it's vector. Oh, I got a couple. Uh-oh. CPU use. All right, fuck. Whoops.
Oh,
Yo. Hold on. Am I on the...
I guess.
Let me make sure everybody can everybody hear? Let's see. Say something. Hold on. Am I on the...
Okay, I guess I got it. Okay. Did you?
Yeah, it's picking you up.
Okay.
Oh, God. I sleep good, but I'm trying to figure this out. So I got 2 points, and I got to make a quad, like a rectangle from point 1 to point 2, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, yeah, from point 1, then I got to find a perpendicular line to point both points like a direction, right? And then offset it by the width, make a box.
So this is, and is this, so this is something you're rendering in the shader code?
No, this is I'm building a mesh on the C++ side.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to make what started off being the rift thing, but then I'm thinking, well, I'm gonna need laser weapons and shit like that. I got to do some kind of system that makes lines, or even like a lightning weapon, you know, which kind of be used like to open the rift thing. So then I'm thinking I got to make this. It'd be best to make this a general purpose thing. So like then it's done, and boom, I got it done for the rift effect. I got it done for the fucking lightning effect, and I've been trying to figure out where to put it in the fucking engine. And then we were talking the other day. Remember when I said about I'm just going to make the actual rift that you could enter or things could go into, just an oval with the lightning effect on the outside of it, right?
Right.
That's where I just thought of this idea. Like now I could just put it right in the geometry render. I don't have to make another whole rendering pass. I don't need to render the fucking the mask anymore. That'll just be calculated in the shader.
Right. So
Well,
what
for-
you're trying to do, just to keep it simple, what you're trying to do is, because so originally you said to me, you're just trying to draw a rectangle based off of 2 endpoints essentially.
Yeah, that's the first step, and then I'll.
And the rectangle is going to be, that's going to be like the quad mesh, and you're going to build like these pieces essentially.
Yeah, my first step is just to draw one line, and then I'm going to make a multi-segmented line, and then I want to add endpoints and a texture so it could have like it's a smooth like line.
Yeah,
like, it looks like a kind of like a lightsaber or a lightning bolt or something.
So what was I going to say? Can you? So I'm looking at your stream right now. I can't. It's really hard to see the code. I'm assuming what you have on screen is like where you're starting with this.
I just started this new thing. I was going to do it a totally different way, and today I just thought of this new idea, and it's a lot simpler.
Yeah. So.
Well, let me try to boost up your volume here.
Also, yeah.
Do you have a Skype account?
I technically do, but I haven't used it in a long
Okay,
time.
no, it's got better voice chat.
How is it better?
It's just better in every way.
Okay.
And it's better screen sharing too.
It's been a while. It's been a long time because basically once Discord came into existence, I basically stopped using Skype altogether because
I still got it loaded because there's 3 or 4 people that they'll talk on there more. Either they don't have a Discord account or
yeah.
So I got to keep both.
Okay. Yeah. So I
Done this before. I got point 1, point 2, and now I got to find like okay, just off point 1, I got to say I need 2
Yeah,
points off
so-
point 1. That's
It's easy, but I need you to kind of I need to be able to explain this in the right way for your context. So that's why I said like I can't see your code very well.
want me to screen share it. I could screen share it a low res. It shouldn't impact anything.
You can't increase your font size.
I don't want to screw with the fonts, especially in Slick Edit. It's like a big thing.
You can't hold control and use the scroll wheel.
Slick Edit, I doubt it. No,
You hold, but that doesn't. Okay.
no, it's a fixed sized font. I mean, it's
So if your cursor is over the code and you hold control and you push the scroll wheel up, nothing happens.
no, it's scrolls.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So screen share in Discord.
Oh, let me find that function. Here I go.
Yeah, wherever you. Because I've done a similar thing before. I mean, I think I showed you. Like,
I've done this before.
So it's not too.
There. Now you can see it in real time. I hope that doesn't affect the stream.
Okay, that's a little bit easier to read. Okay, so the function returns a mesh, a pointer to a mesh, and it what queue line.
Like it's queuing a mesh for rendering.
Okay, all right.
I mean, it's like the same thing with the quad. Like what I hear, like a Q quad. I mean, that's what I use to draw everything in the game.
Okay, I thought it would be like, oh, this would be a function. Like I'm assuming, like, oh, this would be a function that you'd give it 2 points, 2 vector, basically 2 vectors.
Well, yeah, that's what you're doing. P1 and P2.
And it would return like, well, that's the other thing I was trying to figure out is like, okay, what exactly are you returning? Are you like, but yeah, that makes sense. So basically,
You don't even. It just returns the mesh if you want to do other things to it. That's not really important that you return it because like the function adds it to the batching right there. I mean that it's going to do that here too. So you can add that.
So P1, P2, those are the endpoints, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you have the width
Yeah, I just passed that in for now.
argument. Is there any other arguments? I'm just
No,
curious.
that's it. P1, P2. I just want to draw a line first. First step.
Okay, so
So then I need like
it's pretty basic. It's just you have your 2 points, and so the mesh is just 4 vertices. So what you do is if you take P1.
wait, hold on. Let me type this part in. P1, 2, 3, 4. Or actually, just new point. 4.
Don't do that first. Don't do that first. I mean, you can.
It helps me think. That's how I think.
So the first thing you want to do is you need the normalized direction of the P1 and P2. You need to know what basically it's P2 minus P1 and
Yeah.
normalize it.
Whoa. Vector 3F. Dir equals target minus destination, right?
Yeah, so P2 minus P1. And then you have to normalize it, however that works. Yep.
Yeah, like this.
And then, so once you have that, like the way I'm picturing it in my mind is that, like, if you plot P2 and P1 and P2, I'm assuming in this like example case in my mind, P1 is closer to the origin and P2 is like further along the positive coordinates. So it's like pointing.
Well, it could be anything.
Yeah, but I'm imagining it.
Yeah, okay.
In my head for just to help kind of guide. So now that you have the direction, basically all it is you now have to get now that you have the direction vector, you now need to get the perpendicular. And once you get the perpendicular, then that's good. So you do have a perpendicular function.
No, I don't think it's us looking in here. I don't think so.
It's pretty simple. It's like, I mean, if you want to make your own function for it, you can, but like, I'm pretty sure, I wouldn't be surprised if is this the library Keegan made?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he probably made a perpendicular function.
Okay, let's look here. I'm looking at vector 3. Here it is. Operator.
Also, considering that it's a vector 3, you're basically, when you do this perpendicular, you're ignoring the z component in this case. Or whatever's the
It
third.
can be. I mean, it'd be best if it did work in 3D.
Well, the thing is perpendiculars in 3D are a little bit more complicated, so we're just considering 2D geometry at the moment. We're ignoring the third part, because if you do like perpendiculars in 3D space, then it's called, that's what a cross product is.
That's why I knew cross product came into it the right way to do it.
Well, cross products are specifically for 3D space, but if this is a visual effect that's specifically
It could be coming from the ground or going from the sky to the ground too. Now, since it actually is in 3D, I'd like to actually do it right in 3D from the beginning.
So how would this lightning effect be 3-dimensional? What do you mean?
The game is actually 3D. I mean, it doesn't.
I know.
So, like, if the ground's shooting from the ground, and I did have it in perspective mode, it would be smaller on the ground than up in the air.
Okay, but like
There are actual Z coordinates in the world space for all the objects. It has to want it to work in 3D too, because the plan is to maybe even curve the world a little bit, to make it more 3D than it is, because I'm not basing it off the old game anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll look good. I think the best thing to do, at least for starters, is to think about things in 2D and then work your way up to 3D. Like, I mean, you're going to do it however way you want to do it, but like, it could be a 2D effect, but then this quad mesh that's being built, you can like change the Z position of each vertice or something so that it has more 3D-ness to it.
I'd rather not fake it from the beginning. I mean, what's the point of doing it one way just to redo it?
So well, here's the thing though. So if we're doing this in 2D, like we're generating this geometry that's supposed to look...
Just picture it, forget about 2D. Picture it always in 3D. Everything's in 3D in this game.
Well, so that thing that you were showing in OneNote, right?
We'd have just I'm visualizing it in 2D, but it's really 3D. I don't want to make it's harder to visualize.
So I don't know, in that case, I don't know exactly what the effect you're trying to achieve, because it's like, okay, so this lightning effect is like it's a lightning bolt, but like okay, so
but the quad's got to face the camera. I mean, it's, you know what I mean?
So it's not a quad is 2-dimensional. So because you're talking about 3D, now what I'm assuming you're talking about is that now you're thinking about an actual prism. So now you're thinking about a 3-dimensional object in a cube in a stretched cube in 3D space is basically what you're
Stretched quad, like, yeah, say it's going from Z0 to the Z32, but, you know, the X and the Y are different.
So I assumed, I mean, if I were you, I would want to, if your end goal is to make it 3D, okay. I'm just explaining like this, what I'm explaining to you now can apply to 3D, because I don't even know, like, I'm just, you know, like cross product is what you would need to get, like.
Yeah, I've done this before with cross product. I'm just trying to remember it.
So I'm pretty sure the cross products are used for 3D, but like the perpendicular function is specifically for 2D, but you're probably going to need both anyway. So all I'm saying is what I'm trying to explain is specifically for a 2D effect, but the principled idea would also apply in 3D. It's just that there's going to be a lot more to it. So this could be something where, for
this
example,
has cross product in it.
Right.
Wouldn't the cross product just be wait.
Well, so here's the thing. So now consider this for a minute. This is another thing you need to keep in mind, is that if you have, because when I was thinking about 2D points, this was simpler. So if you think about two 2D points, two endpoints, you would need the perpendicular function to get the vector that's perpendicular. But if you have 2 points that are in 3-dimensional space, meaning it's just a line segment, a one-dimensional object in 3-dimensional space, if you try to get the cross product of that, you're not going to get it, because there is actually an infinite number of cross products for a one-dimensional line in 3D space. So you can't just, you have to actually generate so this is why I was saying, like, you need the if you're going to do this in 3D space, you will need the perpendicular function. So you imagine drawing a line in 3D space, you get the perpendicular, and you use that perpendicular to generate a 2D quad, the 2D quad, but it's in 3D space, so it can have rotations in 3D space.
I get what you mean.
And once you have the that 2D plane, that's what you need in 3D space to then use the cross product to generate your full volume. So you first need to generate a single 2-dimensional plane with the perpendicular function, which you need to see if you have one, and then use the cross product on the 2D plane to create the 3D volume. I'm guessing that's Keegan.
No, it's Vape. Is there any way you could turn your mic up just a little bit?
Mine?
Yeah.
There is. I might be going soon, though, because I have dinner soon. I mean, I also moved the microphone a little bit, so it's further away.
You're totally clear. It just sounds like off in the distance.
What about now?
There you go. That's way better.
Yeah, it's just, I always change my volume because, I don't know, sometimes I feel like I'll speak and I'm just too loud for whatever reason. And
that's totally normal right now.
Okay. Yeah.
I did this before. Project that I do it for.
What are you looking for?
It was some simple thing to calculate like a line segment like this. I've done this before. I just can't remember.
What do you mean? Are you looking for the perpendicular function?
Or whatever. I mean, I had like 2 points, and I found the direction that's perpendicular to the line on the X and Y plane or whatever, and I calculated the quads, and it was in 3D space. I did it in Unity before.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So you found the cross product function. So now you just got to look for the it's probably just called perpendicular.
I don't see anything like that in here.
So you could actually, if you want, you can add. I know how to. It's a very simple function. I can look it up for you.
What did I do this in? Or maybe it was in a shader.
Let's see. We want to do clockwise. There's counterclockwise and there's clockwise. I think we should do. I mean, I'll give you both, honestly. So
the quads are in clockwise order, so I'll thinking be straight.
Okay, yeah, this is it. Literally, it's just a simple Google search here. I'll just send you. It's in C#, but
that's fine.
Because that was the first
I might have
Google
the
result.
same thing open right now.
Yeah.
Let me move this to another. Oh, I wish I could.
So it's literally as simple as if you have a normalized vector to get the perpendicular, all you have to remember is that you're taking the x and the y components, you're swapping the values.
So that's returning a direction that's perpendicular.
Yeah, so all it is you swap the components and you make the y component, the new y component, negative, and that's how you do clockwise, perpendicular clockwise. But you can also get counterclockwise, and so that's pretty much it. And when you want to get like the normal, so like when you do the cross products generally, the cross product function will need two vectors. It'll need two normalized vectors, and the way you can think about it is that if you imagine having two vectors in like pinned at the origin in 3D space, you can imagine creating a triangle from those two vectors, and basically the cross product of two vectors is an arrow pointing in a specific direction in 3D space away from that 2D surface.
You look at this now. That's what I got here, then, right?
Your screen, okay. Your screen's very blurry.
Probably because for one day, Discord is and I'm streaming too. So
the best you could do is just take the function and send it to me on Discord. Just copy the function.
What?
Copy the function and put it on send it to me on Discord.
Oh, sorry, I'm a bit slow today. I slept like shit.
The whole function.
Oh, I posted it on. That's how out of it I am. And dir is the direction, normalized direction vector of P1 and P2.
That's going to give you the counterclockwise.
Oh, so negative dir x.
Oh, so yeah, just put the negative on the other component.
Yeah, sorry, I got another machine. I can't see that far, really. I slept on and on top of that, I slept with my contacts in, so like everything's blurry right now.
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't going to stream again, but fuck it. Somehow you get more done when you stream. Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I just hate streaming when I'm thinking, and it's like I know people are watching, and I feel guilty about just standing here staring at my code. All right, so then, can you see this or no?
No, that's why I said.
Oh, so I'm just gonna stop streaming in the Discord.
Okay.
Just taking up band.
Yeah, it's funny. It's ironic because now I can see on your stream. I can see it just fine. It's a little tiny, but I can see it a lot better.
Is the stream clear?
It's clearer. If your font size was like a little bit bigger, it would be a lot less painful to read, but I can still read it.
Check this. I fucked up something. Hold on, let's check something. YouTube.
I will have to go eat dinner here in a minute because
I
have dinner, but I can. It won't take long. But like the perpendicular part is like where you want to start, and then again, now that you have dir, once you have dir and cdir, which is the perpendicular, right? Cdir, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then I take the new point equals IP1 plus cdir. Right?
I don't know. There's a lot more that you're going to have to do. I've never done this before in 3D. I've only done it in 2D. But like basically, dir and cdir. Cdir is the perpendicular, right?
Yeah.
So then what you do is you take dir and cdir in theory, and you basically plug it into the cross product function that you have, and that will give you the third vector in 3-dimensional space, and then you can use those vectors to basically determine the 8 points on a volume, on a cube volume. That would be your line segment. And I can, once I get back,
4 points.
8. You said it's a 3-dimensional object. You said you wanted a 3D object.
Yeah, but there's 4 points in a quad.
Yes. Well, so. But
I mean,
you want
6 total. I mean, it's actually 6 because the way it's. But there's actually 4 points.
You said you want the lightning to be 3-dimensional.
Yeah, each point's got a X, Y, and Z.
Yes. So. But the lightning itself is a 2D object, or is it 3D?
It's like a quad. It's like a flat plane in 3D.
Okay, so you don't need cross product then. You just need
What I'm doing here, right?
Yeah, and then but then you said to me before that you want it to be 3D and that you don't want it to be 2D. But the lightning itself, you're saying the lightning is 2D.
Kind of. Yeah, it's hard to explain what I mean. But I think this is it. 2,
Okay.
3, then IP2.
Well, I'm gonna be back.
All right, dude. Oh, I gotta convert that to 2. I get it. Okay. I just gotta get my damn sleep in order. I used to enjoy like streaming. Now it's like today. I mean, I probably wouldn't have. Somebody didn't bring it. If Vape didn't bring it up, but. Oh, somebody probably slowing me down. Oh, I think that's it. I did this in a shader before. But what? Make that a 2. Have to? That has to be, yeah. Do this? I'm hoping that this vector library works like that. See, let's go to C line. Let's show me. Doody doo doo. I don't like that. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Oh, see. Oh, NP. What the? Oh. No? Oh, I think it's just when you, okay. Go. Since nobody's talking in chat, I am going back to no chat. Can't stand wearing headphones. Ah, hamburger. Oh, dear me. Now, if we start goofing around, I'm not going to get nothing done. It's too hot in here to keep wearing the headphones. My ears are sweating. Got 4 points. Oh, okay. Can do that. If I get a line drawing today, I'll be happy. The rest is just... Yeah, it's hard to voice chat and think at the same time and stream. All right, let's see. I got it drawn here. Let me go back to the shoot. Oh, one. Hold on a second. I gotta take an aspirin or something. My neck. by the way, look who I got. Oh. Look. Hey, Trambozo! Zero. Go to. Shite. Fuck. Fucking. Going bigger. I think I tilted my. How do I show it bigger? Cam only. I don't want to move anything. I got another camera, but it's not working right. I'm going to set up a camera just for the punching bag. When I get mad when I'm coding, I can punch it. Yeah. Fuck is it defined? You know, right now, it's about getting this thing done. Where the fuck is bench to find it? There it is. Oh, it's still done the old way. Our vertex. Okay. All that run? Oh. I'm out of it. Vertice. Ah! Mesh vertice. Yes. Spell right? A horrible speller. Alright. Why does it keep going back? Hmm. Don't care about the UVs yet. Whoop. What the colors? Actually, I can do this in one loop. I think. Wait, let me think about this. Two. Hmm. In this room. Oops. Zero, 1, 2, 0, 2, 3. Let's see builds. Yeah. How can I test it? Two. Hmm. Yeah, OBS is only using 10% CPU now. Before I fixed everything, it was using like 60. How am I gonna do it? And make a material. I'll make this. See. Um, 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 Solid material. I just use that. Whoa. What the fuck? There is something really funky with my mouse today. Render. Okay, here. I need 2 points. Whoop. That should be center of the screen, so there should be a line going from P1, comma P2, comma width 16. Oh. Oh. Well. And then that happened. You were crashed. Oh no, it's something with the rift shit. Crap. Shit, damn it. Alright. Make sure it's not this. I should have ran the damn game before. I might have fucked something up that all the tests have been doing. That's not the line, that's the old... Okay. Alright, so this is fucking it up. Right, let's leave that out. Make sure. Mikolo! Oh, Andrew wants to see the function. Right there. Oh, that should be 6. Maybe that's it. I'm doing something wrong. It's crashing in something else. The submit. You know what? I bet you. Hold on. All the shit is rendered before this is even called, so maybe I got to do that first. By breaking something in the batching. Well, then the two endpoints on this side, I make the Z of the 0.1, and then the two endpoints of D2. What am I doing wrong? Something in this is wrong. 4 vertices, 6 indices. 0, 1, 2, 0, 2, 3. Wrong. Or one little mistake, but that's not a thing that would make it crash. Don't need that anymore. Or 6. 4 vertices. Set the V color. I don't see what I'm doing wrong. P1, huh? That's probably not it, though. Oh, it's still crashing. Clockwise. 0, 1, 2. I mean, thinking about this right. Actually, I mean, that would make it crash, though, even if it's not in the right order right now. I mean, I'm setting up 4 vertices and 6 indices. Even if those were totally screwed up, as long as they don't go outside their range, it should work. Even if the mesh was twisted, it shouldn't crash. Somewhere I'm like overwriting something, crashing in something that doesn't have nothing to do with it. Run this again. It's crashing in the batch. How would that? It's the only thing in the transparent queue. I'm guessing we're in the transparent queue. Transparent index 4 0 1 2 3 4. Yeah, it's crashing on this. Going out of range that would make a crash. I hate bugs like this. Could be anything. Make it crash again. Oh wait, we're already here. Exception. Access violation. Maybe it's with the batch. Oh, I know I could test this. I know SolidWorks. So RGFX API CPP. This works, so I know it's a problem with the transparent queue or batch. Son of a bitch. effects. There it is. Process. Yeah, so before that I do all the viewing. Try something else. Let's see. You know, what's saying there's a null pointer. Something's not getting set. Probably something simple. Access violation. Yeah. Not just that function. The fuck? Maybe it's that material. FF shows its view. Okay. Doing something wrong, obviously. Render geometry. How is it hot in here? Render to final. What am I doing wrong? Raw Q add, that's all it calls. Hey! Raw Q add. doing anything crazy. It's material? I'm not using that anywhere else. Could be that. Yield. We know that works. The basic shader. Triangle. Let me make sure I've done that before. Oh, I never actually used that function before. Q quad. Hey, make fog texture. Render to screen. Hue material position. E2. Width. 4 commas. 32. True. Oh, it's Rambozo. Hey, Rambozo. There you go. I think it's got a hole in it. It's deflating. God. Color? QUE. 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 Quad. Material. No, double. Yeah. Or like Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. I'm about ready to cry here, man. Two men enter, one man leaves. Did you ever anybody see that TV show Chuck? They made fun of that like they're having this thing in a cage in the back of the buy more. Just offering. Seven FF. Oh, these are all 7 FF. 7. Need more fucking. Batch material shader equals null. That could be why right there. Batch material shader is null. What the fuck, man? All right, so. Uh-oh. Dee-do-dee-do. Do-dee-do-dee-do. Up in. Eye shader is null. Testing in a null shader. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Bump, 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 bump. Even a shader called shield? There is nothing called shield. Well, it should be. Oh, it looks like it might work now. Hey, there's a. Oh, let's hit the line works. Hell yeah! See, even when I'm tired, I can get X. Blah 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 blah. Supposed to be a rectangle. I'm just drawing a quad. I wanted to make sure the problem was in the shader, not the line drawing thing. I wanted to prove I could draw a square before I tried to draw the new line if the problem wasn't somewhere else, which it was. What? Oh, schnizzle buzzle. Those are F's. I don't see anything on the screen. That's the thing. In a straight line, it'll be easy to figure out if I'm passing the right. Shit. Well, let's stop it right there. Let's see there. X equals 1, y equals 0. That's totally right. There, y equals 1. That's totally right. On the x, y, it should be plus. Plus cedar times 0.2 plus minus. Hello. How the fuck did I get into disassembly? I'm pressing F8. What the fuck is it going to? All right, I'm freaking out. What the fuck's going on? Much as I like assembly, I wouldn't want to look at it all day. What? That's not right at all. Be 160 plus size or width, which is 16. It should be 176. Unless there's something wrong with vector library. Fuck it. I'm just gonna hard code it. I want to get this. So, blah, blah, blah. Oh. Oh, Math F. That's thinking of Unity. Or errors. Oh, fuck. All right. So it's in well, same thing. Hey, something's displaying. Hey, it's displaying. It's not a perfect line, but hey. So there was a bug in the. There's a bug in the vector library. I guess the first thing is to verify that the coordinates are right. So, go here. $176, that's correct. P1. 176. 100. And P1, that's not right. Oh. I'm doing this out of order. That's what I'm doing. Okay, I got it. This should be 1. 2. Point 2 minus cedar. 3 is P1. Bada bing, there we go. Exactly what it's supposed to look like. Let's try to do it at an angle. So we'll start it at the top of the screen. We'll go to the left of the screen. Like that. 260. Hey, it works. Andrew, you still there? Oh, it's 16 on each side, so it's, yeah. So if I wanted like just 4 pixels, like I wanted a laser beam or whatever, I could just do. I wonder what 0.5 looks like. It should be 1 pixel wide. Oh, so far so good. That's step 1. That's what I wanted to accomplish today. I'm going to turn that into this lightning system or beam, whatever. It's like a thing that's going to be used for more than one thing in the game. Anybody still there? Now let's make sure I could draw upwards too. So let's reverse these two. What 2.5? Fucking A. Well, I think I'm done for today. I don't want to go to the next part. Yeah, so tomorrow first thing will be that. Or pass an array of unlimited. Wonder. Bring up Photoshop. 12. I don't even need to be that big. Draw a capsule in fucking Photoshop. Hmm. This like the middle part's gonna be. Fuck it, if snaps on, I don't give a fuck. Right. Make this curve from here to here. Am I still streaming? Is anybody there? Ah. It's a background. There we go. Not perfect, but that's basically what the texture will look like. Kinda. Oh, okay, yeah, I just saw somebody reply. My eyes are shot today. I slept with my contacts in, didn't sleep good. I could barely focus on the screen. Ah, I want to make this perfect. Oh, that one's off a little bit. I see. For testing purposes, this will... close enough, you know, for a test. Or doody doody doo. Where is... lightning? There. Now I got test texture for tomorrow. Oh, where's fucking Discord? I'll go back to voice chat. See Andrew's there. Hey Andrew, you there?
It's in here. What?
Sorry, I didn't want to put my headset back on until I figured this out, so I got it though.
I'm multitasking, so I have the stream open, so but I wasn't watching it, so let me bring it up.
Let me turn off my music.
I forgot I was in here. I was doing other things.
Yeah, I was just gonna quit, and I'm like, oh, Andrew's in there. I could bullshit for a while. I don't feel like quitting and working right now. But yeah, that made I tried it in all different orientations, drawing from up to down, left to right. It draws the line perfect.
That's good.
Yeah, so yeah, now it's I gotta break it up into, hey, Mr. Lizard, going towards the kitchen. Hold on, be right back. Let me make sure that there's nothing open. Hold on, be right back. All right. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll make it into line segments. I don't know if you're looking right now, but I made this texture. I figured it's not a perfect texture. I mean, obviously the gradient doesn't match up. It'll be like a capsule.
Right.
The middle part will be for like the line segments, and then the half circle will be for like the endpoints.
So, I mean, I didn't see when you were testing it just before. Can you show like what the line segment looks like? I'm just...
Yeah, here.
I know what it looks like.
All right, I got it really thin right now. I was just trying to see what happens. I'll make it thick. I'll make it well 4 right now. It's like it's actually 8.
Yeah.
And I'd rather do it like that than do a divide just to make it, you know, whatever.
Yep.
To add more math being done. Oh, I know I'm a hypochondriac, but I hope I'm not getting sick. There, see?
Oh, cool. It looks like it's skewed a little bit. Maybe that's just me.
You're right. It almost looks like a, what do you call it, parallelogram or trapezoid or something?
Well, yeah, yeah, but it's
It
skewed.
looks right on the long, like the up and down, but on the width, it looks like, yeah, like, hold on, let's make it straight up and down. 60 camera Y. It comes out as a perfect square there.
So what if you do it horizontally now? It could just be me. It could be like, I don't know.
It looks skewed on the one side, the edges of the longer side, or the shorter side actually. And they both got the same Z. Well, maybe I'm not doing a Z. Maybe it's on 8, right? Oh, I'm making all the Z's 42. Okay.
Also,
Build failed. What? Error. Oh, it's not camera top, camera Y.
Also, how come you don't like what that you? So you're initializing P1 and P2 right there. How come you don't do that like in one line on a constructor or something?
I wanted to use it for various things for testing.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
It's just a test right now. It's no big deal.
okay.
I think it's an illusion just because it's 640 and you're seeing pixels.
Wait, so well now it's diagonal, but what about?
Oh wait, that's the same X. It shouldn't be like that, or the same Y. Oh, I got plus 32. Yeah, I think the skewedness is just it's an illusion. I think once they get the faded edges with the texture, it'll look fine.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's just what it is.
Here, this will tell.
The camera's orthographic, right?
Yeah, for now it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's. If that seems fine, I guess. I mean, unless you want to do one more test, maybe do like a perfect 45-degree diagonal and see. But it could just be.
Yeah, I think it's right. Here, yeah, I'll set this to the center. Let's see, 160. Oh wait, let's make this back to P1 so it makes more sense. 2, 2, 2. And then 160, let's say plus 64, plus 64. Yeah. Still, yeah, you're right. It still looks skewed. But that might be, it's probably because of the aspect ratio correction.
Right.
Because the pixels aren't exactly square in the old game, which I don't actually have to do anymore. I can get rid of that whole fucking aspect ratio shit. Oh my god, yes! Without the old version, I don't know if I jump classic version, I'm not bound by all those old fucking rules, so this game just got a whole shitload faster. I don't need to do that whole 640 by 1200 pass and then downsample it to get the aspect ratio right.
Can you screen grab that line and just like send it to me or something? I'm just curious. I'm like,
yeah, but look that other line. That other line is perfectly at a 45-degree angle and it's still not matched.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Screen grab it because I want to see it like without the compression. plus, so the fact that it's so you are of course doing an upscaling. So when you see that line, like if it's a 45-degree angle, the pixels should be like it should be a 1-to-1 staircase when it's. That's why I wanted to see that.
Huh.
But, okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, they're not. Yep, that's kind of why I wanted.
I
You to
think
do
it's
that.
the aspect ratio thing.
Yeah. Not to get you distracted.
No, I just want to make sure it's right. I'm pretty sure it's just the aspect ratio thing, which I could totally dump now. I mean, why do that extra 1200 pass and render 5 times more data than I have to? Now, yeah, it opens the window for a lot of cool shit.
Oh,
Actually, let's take out that hole. Let's bypass that thing. I bet that'll fix it. Hopefully I don't fuck. Hold on, let me commit first. Because I am not. I am. I feel like I'm getting a cold today or something. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting cold. I'm a hypochondriac. I just hope I didn't sleep good.
are you also gonna make it so that because you showed that what should I call it? That SDL, not well. What the fuck? Sign distance field, SDF. So you showed me that image that's supposed to be like a sign distance field thing. So the line segments themselves, the way I'm going to term it is that there's basically a sideways padding. So it's like it's a line segment, and then you're giving it a certain thickness on both sides to make it a square, to make it a rectangle.
Mm-hmm.
So are you also going to make it so that there's like back padding? So like, or maybe not, I don't know, like kind of like when you were in OneNote and you were drawing the rectangle.
Okay.
I don't know. You still have that open?
Yeah.
And
it's not coming up.
You drew the 2 points, but then.
Oh, I don't have it set up with the headphone scene. I don't have that set up to go. I can't show it right now.
Oh, okay. But basically, it's like instead of the points P1 and P2 being on the very edges of the rectangle, there's a little bit of like padding behind them so that they're kind of inside the rectangle rather than being on the edge. You know what I mean?
Oh, actually, I put them inside the. Actually, they are on the edge. And then on the very ends of each line, there's going to be an extra quad for the fading out of the edge, so it's not like just pixels, dead pixels.
Yeah. Yep.
I can move this to my screen. I mean, let me fix it up first. I'll just bring it. I'll explain. Hold on. Let me grab this stuff. Yeah, so like point 1 is actually like right here.
Okay, yeah.
Can I draw with the mouse? No, it's in text mode. Draw with the mouse.
I don't know. I mean, you should just click on the marker. It should be fine.
No,
it keeps switching. Every time you select it, it keeps switching for some reason.
It's switching to text. I've never used this with the... Whatever. The actual point to be right in the middle of that line segment, right in the middle of that intersect, where it breaks there. That's where the points will actually be.
Yeah, and that.
And then it'll extend by width in the other direction,
Yeah.
Or maybe width times 2. Yeah.
And that's kind of where that SDF texture, whatever you want to call it, where the ends are rounded. That roundedness is going to be like what you were just saying.
Yeah, I'll fix it. Hold on. Bring this back over. Yeah, the gray is like the texture. the red is the quads.
Gotcha. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, I gotcha. Yeah,
And that should look good. I mean, I was thinking of like, adding another like triangle here to make it more rounded, but I don't think that's even necessary. And if it doesn't look good, I can always do that down the road,
Yeah.
It'll be like quad, and then when it bends, there'll be like a triangle, then a quad.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that should be good enough, because I mean, it's never going to bend like at a 90-degree angle. I mean, I might, but that's how lightning is. I mean, so it's not like I'm trying to make smooth curves. Although I could see effects where a smoother curve might look cool on a weapon or something, like some kind of plasma effect, like weapon or something.
This whole thing is something that down the line eventually, like right now we're pretty good, but like in Below the Stone we might end up making it so where the tunnels and the caves are built with the same principle as this, where like right now it's literally Perlin noise, and then we're just kind of like selecting a specific height level to generate the caves. But eventually we might make it where it's more like you're procedurally generating geometry, like what you're showing, and connecting it all together. So you get what you're describing. We would have a similar thing going on, but because there's also going to be like distortion, you won't end up seeing those types of things because of how like distorted. We'll have like a what's it called? Displacement. So you have like we'll displace the positions and stuff. So it'll look like, but that's more procedural. Like what you're doing is geometry, whereas I'm using the same type of stuff, like these line segments connected to each other, doing it like well, not in the shader, but I don't know why it wouldn't be in the shader, but it would be, it would just be a part of the level generation. So it would be done like pixel for pixel.
No, cool. But see, that's why I like using like BGFX. You want a thing, you don't have to worry about the damn engine. You just add it to the engine,
Yeah.
BGFX isn't really an engine. It's just a way of like cross-platform, like communicating to the GPU.
Yeah.
I love it. It just, the downside is, yeah, some things take longer, but I mean, you're not bound by like finding workarounds,
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna look. I'm hyped again. I was so worried about this. You have no idea. It's one of the reasons I wasn't sleeping. I'm like, first Rift thing looked cool, but I'm like, this isn't cool enough. This is not like something where I go, wow, I got, it looks cool in a screenshot, but it's gonna look fucking badass,
Yeah.
I think now, I mean, even if I use a mask, I'm probably still gonna base it like on an oval that fits inside the current level of the mask, just so the edges aren't perfectly oval.
Mm-hmm.
But when I calculate whether you're inside the rift or outside the rift, I think I'm just going to base that on an oval that's smaller than like the radius, Hey, my lizard's looking at me. Hey, Mr. Lizard. Wanda wants food. Hey, hold on. I'll be right back. I got to get her food.
Okay.
Iguana was funny. Oh, funny. Hungry, I mean.
Funny hungry.
Yeah, good thing we talked yesterday. Every time we talk about stuff, like I always had, that's what today I was like, oh my God, I know how I'm going to do this. I had all these complicated ideas of how I'm going to do this, I forgot what it was when we were talking. It hit me when I woke up this morning. I'm like, just do it in the geometry. I don't have to add another whole render pass for this. I mean, I have to for if I wanted to light up stuff, but that's simple.
Yeah.
So like I'll render the same line. It'll be like expanded with like a bigger size to give off light beyond its width.
Mm-hmm.
It'll just draw that to the light map. Then like say the boss ship comes down. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make the video for hacks, and I want the boss ship to come down and like it's like shooting this like lightning weapon, and it's like gonna open this evil rift, and then boom, it's like that looks like the old game, and then boom, it all turns into the new game, the new look, and just like 15 seconds is something really badass,
Yeah.
But I didn't want to just hack it in. I didn't want to waste a month of work hacking in something I got to rewrite. So I'm trying to think of how I'm going to use this, make a reusable system so I could use it for enemy shots, player shots, and stuff too.
Yeah.
So I think that's on the simplest answer. It took a week of a headache, but my original idea was like, okay, I'm going to make this like weird mesh with like the lightning coming up. Then I'm going to render it to the light maps. Then I'm going to render another one that's going to make the mask of what's the rift, what's not the rift. I'm going to render it another third time for the visual thing. And I'm like, oh my God, it's going to be a mess,
Yeah.
But this way is, oh, go ahead.
Technically what you're building right now is something that like, and I'm not saying this as a brag or anything. I'm literally, because this is like a useful thing. Like Unity Engine has the line renderer, and so what you're kind of building is sort of like that.
Yeah.
So you could use this in a lot of different places.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's why I wanted to think it out before. That why I was. I mean, there was many reasons why I wasn't streaming for a week, but I mean, not sleeping, my neck was hurting. I was most of my work this last week was just basically staring at this engine code, scrolling like this, looking back and forth, thinking, how the fuck am I going to do this?
Yeah, the best time to stream is like when there's something interesting.
Yeah, when you know what you're going to actually do.
A lot of times when it comes to coding, it's just you have to kind of think through and plan, which isn't something that's interesting. So you have to. I think it's normal where you have moments where it's like I have nothing to show, so because you're just thinking for
basically like if you're looking now, I do this a lot where I'm trying to figure things out. I'm like looking at the engine. Where am I going to fit this in? And I'm thinking, oh my God, I write this whole new rendering stage, and now I don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the other way would have worked. It was just, I don't know, it just seemed overly complicated and just feels wrong. Like make the best that you can with a reusable system, instead of just making like this whole rendering system based for one effect,
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was a stressful week. I feel like a weight's been lifted. Now they got a direction to go in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first I'll get it working with the oval, see how that works. I mean, once I get to that point, it'll be no problem. Just still, like I said, with plotting an oval, but then using like some kind of like those masks I was making, to kind of make it look a little not ovalish. I always think about here. I don't know if that's legal to show this. If I get a copyright,
It's legal.
Alien.
Maybe not. If you have to question, then it might
I don't know how if you're showing movie clips is how good the.
What? Oh, you're talking about just on YouTube. I thought this was like something like a.
It's nothing to do with a rift, but I keep thinking of this shape. Where is it?
Honestly, you should be fine to show a small clip because there's tons. Here's what's
Yeah.
weird is there's a ton of
Here,
YouTubers.
watch. See how it goes like horizontal first, like we're talking about that explosion.
Yeah.
That's what I've been thinking of. But imagine that with like lightning, like growing and sparking around the edges.
Yeah. You know how I think you know how like have you ever seen those like I don't know if they're simulations, but they're like these kind of visualizations of like two black holes merging and spinning around each other?
I'm sure I have. I a million. Yeah, I have.
So similar to that, that's kind of what I was talking about the other day, in combination with what you just showed there. Like if you imagine that kind of, I mean, you could do however you want. This is just my idea.
I'm not into the swirling thing. I don't think that would give off the vibe that I'm trying to think of.
Okay, because well, the idea is it would transition into a circle. So it would be like when the two black holes are merging, it's kind of weird, but it's like when they're merging, they circle around each other, but then they kind of smoothly morph into a bigger circle through this kind of weird shape transition. So that was like the idea was like you showed that video where it's like this light that starts from nothing as a point, and then it grows in one dimension really, really quickly. So it's this big like spike. But then as that's happening, let's say it like slowly rotates, and then the other part of it, if it's like a circle that's really, really wide, the other part of it will also start to grow. So, because the end result is that you want a circle or something circular.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I think that I wanted to look like a tear, like a scratch. I mean, the whole raptor thing, claws,
Okay.
tear, angry. I mean, just, that's why, I mean, why I didn't want it to be a perfect circle either, I mean, I want it to look like kind of like angry.
Okay.
Like a tear. So maybe like, sort of subliminal little things going on. But I mean, maybe I could use that idea for a weapon or something too. Like start spinning faster and faster or something.
Okay.
Yeah, right now, I just want to make this really badass, angry. I wish there was more examples. Got it. One day I spent from like 8 in the morning to like noon looking for videos, and the only video I found that was anywhere near cool was that one that I showed you. There's no games with a cool fucking rift effect, except for the one. And I'm not going to give it credit, so.
Probably is. There probably is.
I couldn't find. I mean, most of it was like Portal game or whatever, with the typical circle oval thing, with you could see to the other room or something, or one that's like sliders. It's like a vortex sucking in or something. That's so overused, It's like I just want something that's like badass and different and angry. It's got to be angry. Oh, here comes the lizard again. At 7:16, I could try probably one more little thing.
I felt like you wanted to close out, and I kind of kept carrying you off in a different direction, but you did want to like fix that aspect ratio thing.
Oh yeah, tear that out. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, that shouldn't be too hard. I committed, yeah. Oh yeah, I was committing, and then we started talking. All right, let's go back to the engine then. Fix. Okay, so I'm tired. I am not deleting anything just in case. Render geometry, render to final. The one that I think it's render to final. Call something more. Render to final. Upscale, FB final. What? Oh, the game is drawing to 640 by whatever. Okay, so I don't have to set. What? Oh. Got TH. Oh, Z buffer. Here we go. Render height, render width. By 2. Oh. I don't want to change too much of this because a lot of the shit I gotta take out since I'm not doing the classic mode in this anymore. Render. Here, fuck it. Let's just I don't want to delete anything or... $400. This might look squashed. You know, when I use the old graphics, there's going to be squash, or I don't know. Still looks skewed. Oh, I mean, if you look at the pixels, though, they're not. There's not like a little. They are stacked right. Or is the top one just fucked up? Here, let me take out that rift effect that's blocking it. Let's just.
Right.
Or let
the
me.
rift effect it's well, yeah, you're right, because
Let me move the whole thing over a little bit out of the rift. I don't feel like fucking with the shader. Let's see, 186, 89. I didn't look it up yet, but I'm thinking, yeah, it looks right. The other one, I think, just looks, it's smooth because I'm smoothing it out in the shader. You don't see the actual pixels.
right.
Yeah, I think it's correct. I think it, I'm tired. It might be it might still be the wrong aspect ratio. It looks like it. It looks actually corrected.
Yeah, I guess it's fine.
Under this one. Scale 222. Although, fuck. Rendering it to the bigger buffer smooth out the fucking movement. Let me see this. Well, let me put this back. Just 2 times now. Rebuild the whole thing. Build finish. Scroll's pretty damn smooth. I bet you. Oh, I'll screw anything up here. Make the window. It's ported. Native window. Steel window. Init. STO. Must be hard coded somewhere. Ah. $480. 400, I mean. Or now it should be the right. You still watching? There, now it's looks like a perfect 45-degree angle. That's the bad part is, and the graphics look squished. I don't think that matters though. You still there? Anybody? Anybody? Oh, but you're not in the voice chat anymore? If you're talking, I can't hear you. I see your name lighting up. I'm going to stop the stream. I got to think about this before I change the aspect ratio thing. I mean, theoretically, I could just multiply the height of the things by the aspect ratio and just stretch the... I don't know. You're doing it. I don't know what the best way. I got to think about it. Hey, you got a new person in... Welcome, welcome. All right, I'm going to stop streaming. I am done for today. It's Saturday. I think it's Saturday. It is Saturday. I'm going to go ride my frickin' bike. So, good night, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow. Hold me to it. Now that I got this figured out, I'll stream tomorrow for sure.